Hey, how is everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys are waking up and probably seen, Everson Griffen has officially re-signed with our Minnesota Vikings. 97 is back in the purple and gold, and he is just going to add another defensive lineman to the already improved Minnesota Vikings defensive line. And yes, as you guys know, I made a video 2 days ago saying I don't think the Vikings should re-sign Everson Griffen, and I kind of laid my reasons out, just saying the locker room and do we really need him and all that. They signed him for the vet man. I mean, if there's any way we're going to bring it back Everson Griffen, it was going to be on that contract, so I'm happy about that. My overall reaction, though, is I am excited. And I don't want to go back and forth and kind of just be like, oh, I was like against signing Everson at first, but now that we are, listen, I'm all here for it. I trust in Rick Spielman. He knows this better than I am. And a lot of the concerns I had about bringing Everson in was the locker room. And I don't think Rick Spielman would have brought Everson Griffen in unless he knew that locker room part of it was not going to be a problem. The reason I say the locker room, and it's weird saying locker room when it comes to Everson Griffen, because Ev was kind of the leader of the D-line when he was here. He was the captain. He was almost a leader of the entire defense. He was the guy who broke him down. He was the guy who brought the energy every day at practice. He was the one who just brought him out for warm-ups. He did every little thing. He was almost like the father figure, especially about like 2-3 years ago when he was later on in his career, bringing up Danielle Hunter, bringing up these other guys. He was everything to the Vikings D-line. And then we saw, he had some mental health issues. Then he went to the Cowboys. He went to the Lions. It was a little weird for him there. And then he kind of started tweeting out some just digs at the quarterback Kirk Cousins. He was kind of tweeting out, I think it was like Kirk Cousins' ass, around those lines. So I thought bringing him in after everything he's been through, I was a little hesitant about it, mainly because it was like we don't really need him. In my opinion, I don't think we needed him. But then again, it's super nice to have another defensive end. You cannot get enough pass rushers in today's NFL, so I'm not going to be kind of a stickler on this and stick to my word. I'm all here for it now. I agree with the move. I think Rick Spielman, he clearly has had many conversations with Everson Griffen, because when this was reported about 3-4 days ago, that's when they kind of started looking into him. And they've been looking into him all offseason, but they haven't really sat down and listened to him until after training camp. So I think Zimmer and Spielman, I think they had a conversation saying, are we where we need to be with the defensive line? And they clearly came to the conclusion of no. And then the other next part of it was they probably sat down and said, is it worth it to bring Everson Griffen back? Can we handle it? Can we manage the personality? And they clearly came to the conclusion, yes. And I have to go back on my word. I said I would not bring him in because of Kirk Cousins. I kind of disagree with myself on that, and I think I was wrong. I think if your quarterback is really going to get that flustered by you bringing in the defensive end, that's not the captain of your team. It's not the football team you want. You need your quarterback, no matter who you bring in. He's in control. He's the leader. And I think Kirk Cousins can handle it. Clearly, Rick and Everson have talked about this situation. I guarantee you the Everson Griffen Kirk Cousins beef, per se, that was probably already handled. Now I'm excited to just talk about it on the field. On third downs, the Vikings are going to have 5 defensive linemen they can roll out there, which I would feel so comfortable with them getting to the quarterback. They could realistically run a 5-2 now and on third downs, and that's super exciting. They could go one-on-one with all the offensive linemen, just go Everson, Tomlinson, Sheldon Richardson, Pierce, and Danielle Hunter. And that's not even throwing in guys like DJ Wonham and all them. And then just go 5-2 with the 2 linebackers being Kendricks and Barr. That would be scary. Also, this adds versatility to the defensive packages that Mike Zimmer is going to be able to run. He has faith in Everson, and I believe I got a comment on my last video that kind of changed my tune on the Everson Griffen signing. Everson knows this defense better than anybody else. He knows what Andre Patterson is looking for. He knows exactly where his technique should be in the Zimmer defense. So yes, at first, I was a little hesitant about signing Everson Griffen. You guys saw this. You guys were kind of getting on me in the comments of the last video, but I love having that conversation. I love being able to talk like that with you guys. But now I'm all here for it. I'm super excited. Whoever commented on last video, comment down again, say, hey, that was me who commented last video about the Andre Patterson technique thing, because I remember that comment and that kind of changed my tune on the whole Everson Griffen signing. However, we're here. We got Everson Griffen. It's back. God, now all we need to do is just bring back Linval, bring back the old gang with the new people we brought in, with the new players. It's gonna be exciting. I'm super pumped about this. I'm so done with preseason though. I want the regular season. I'm here for it. I'm ready for September 12th in Cincinnati. Everson Griffen's back with the Vikings. Super excited about that, and you guys should be too. Pass rush wins championships. That's what the Vikings are kind of doing. So I'm excited for it. September 12th. The Vikings are going to need to start off with a win. Their schedule, I was looking at it, it is brutal. There's going to be a video about that coming out soon, that the Vikings schedule is way harder than we think, and we may need to start off really, really hot this season. However, Everson Griffen's a Viking. See you guys next time. Skol Vikes.